we have another survival news segment for Sons of the Forest. They just recently released patch 6, which includes a few things, improves a few things, and we also have some balances and some fixes. So some of the stuff is kind of important. So if you're playing Sons of the Forest, listen up, I guess, because there's some things that might be affecting your gameplay. So some of the things that they have included with patch 6 is they actually have hard survival difficulty now available. And basically this mode is going to involve reduced food spawns, and that includes reduced animal spawns and fish spawns, so harder to get food basically. The item storage does not respawn either, so in the non-hard survival game, if you go out to like a crate and then you save and then you leave and you come back into the game and that crate usually has stuff in it again, that's not a thing anymore in hard survival. So once you open a crate, what you get out of it is what you get out of it. So you're going to have to be really mindful of your resources in this difficulty mode. And I think there's also like a reduced like health and stamina as well, vitality. And I think cold might affect you a little bit more, and eating rotten food will affect you more. So basically, as its name suggests, much more harder to survive with that mode. So for people who are looking for something a little bit more challenging, that mode is now available to you. Another new addition is stone pickups. We can actually pick up stones now, and we can use those to make stone fireplaces, stone walls, stone beams, and stone columns. And I'm assuming that with stone building, perhaps, they have a little bit more health. It's a little bit harder for cannibals and demons and whatever to break them. So that's awesome. Love that. You can also finally make your custom effigies. So, those little disgusting towers, structures, statues that you can kind of put around your little base area to scare off cannibals. Those are back. And the more limbs that you have attached to your effigy, the more scared the cannibal... the Hannibal Lecters out there, basically. No, the cannibals are going to be more scared, so they will run away, which is great. We love that. So, start building those effigies. I know I will. And then they have also basically increased what the advanced log sled can carry. So besides logs, it can now carry sticks, stones, rocks, and bones as well. And a little additional thing is that they have balanced that, or amended it, I suppose. Instead of costing 48 sticks to build the advanced log sled, it now requires 60 sticks, so a little bit more to build it. So keep that in mind. There have been a few improvements that they brought to the game. A lot of them kind of like involve the cooking pot. I think it's more like quality of life fixes, if you ask me. They have a little implementation now that if you're holding like a pot that has water in it, you can automatically attach it to the fire, basically, which is kind of nice. It just saves you an extra step. So there's like a few little things like that with the cooking pot. The fish that are in your traps will no longer become rotten while they're in the trap, so that's really nice. You don't have to worry about hitting up your traps quite as often. You will notice that sometimes cannibals will drag their dying friends away from you. So who knows? I'm assuming to help heal them up, I imagine. So if you notice anybody who is down and they're like, "Ow, I'm in pain," finish them off as quickly as you can before the cannibals drag them away to get them back in the fight. And Kelvin now can also help you with the collection of stones. He can also load up your advanced log sled with the new resources. So yay, Kelvin! There has been a few little balance tweaks. The is particularly with like sleeping and rest. Sleeping now basically gives less rest if you are sleeping outside and more rest if you are sleeping indoors. So people who have been sleeping in a tent, it is time to finally make an indoor base if you want to get the most rest. And the amount of rest actually also is modified by your comfort rating. I think they just kind of like implemented perhaps this comfort rating, but there's different soups and clothing that you can help basically boost your comfort rating, which can then boost your rest. So, gotta wear pajamas or something. There is going to be fewer pills, medication bottles in crates now moving forward. So they're a little bit rarer. Again, that will probably determine, how often you use those. You might need to find some other means of healing yourself since those are, less available. And then finally, they have changed how long the cooking buffs last. Normally, or before, they were lasting about 8 hours. Now, the cooking buffs only last 4 hours. So, a little less OP with that. And there are a few other, like, fixes and balances and stuff like that. You can always check those out in the patch notes. But those are kind of like the big ones, in my opinion, that might be directly affecting your gameplay. So, keep an eye out for that. Have fun with the new stone building. That's pretty awesome. I can't wait to get excited, or can't wait to get excited. No, can't wait to get started with that myself, because I just, I love building bases and playing with those. And for people who are to try out that hard survival difficulty, I wish you all the luck in the world. But that is it for survival news, this segment anyway. We will see you when the next news drops, I guess. Yeah. Thanks for watching.